Ladies and gentlemen, can we all please stand up to receive our chief guests and the other dignitaries who are just moving into the hall. Very good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and a warm welcome to the ESOFT Uni Graduation Ceremony 2025. Right at the outset, we'd like to extend a warm welcome to Professor Mahesh Edurisinha, Senior Lecturer, Department of Physics, University of Colombo, our chief guest this evening. Edurisinha, also Professor Sean Flynn, Dean of the Schools of Business, Law and the Built Environment, London Metropolitan University, Mrs. Subhashini Darvanga, Director of Admissions and Enrollment, Student Recruitment and Business Development, London Metropolitan University, Professor Veranja Karunaratna, Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, Mr. Amila Bandara, Chief Operating Officer, Group Business Development, Dr. Dilina Herat, Pro Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, Colombo,
Dr. Hazel Messenger, Pro Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, Kandy, Emeritus Professor Anuma Beratna, Dean, Faculty of Business and Law, ESOFT Uni, Dr. Tilak Chaminder, Dean, Faculty of Computing, ESOFT Uni, Dr. Uday Vijay Naikar, Dean, Postgraduate Studies and Research, ESOFT Uni, Ms. Sachini Nagawatha, Chief Operating Officer, ESOFT Metro Campus, Kosambika Devendra, Registrar, ESOFT Uni, one parent representative and one student representative.
Thank you very much. We'd like to invite our dignitaries to take their seats on stage. Evening to all of you. Warm welcome to the ESOP Uni Graduation Ceremony 2025. We'd like to extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, Professor Mahesh Edari-Singha. Also a warm welcome to our other special invitees, including our industry partners, collaborators, and other dignitaries present here today. Well, the chairman and the group managing director of ESOP Group of Companies, Dr. Dan Rajapaksa, is at the moment at a meeting at the Prime Minister's office. If time permits, he will be joining us as well. Also, a warm welcome to the Chief Operating Officer, Group Business Development, the Vice Chancellor, Deans, Heads of Departments, academic staff, and non-academic staff. Well, to all you graduates, well, today marks a milestone in your academic journey, for you've worked with commitment, dedication, and hard work to achieve all your goals and aspirations. And today is definitely a moment of joy, happiness, and celebration. And all of us are here on this, your very special day.
For 25 years, ESOFT has been at the heart of Sri Lanka's education journey, opening doors, shaping futures, and building a nation of talent. Today, as we celebrate a proud legacy, we look ahead with a bold new vision. Our new identity, ESU, ESOFT Uni, takes higher education to world-class status. With campuses in Colombo, Kandy, and Jaffna, we are nurturing globally competitive professionals, driven by innovation, inspired by research, and ready to lead the world. With a 40-branch network spread across Sri Lanka, ESOFT continues to empower youth with skills and qualifications that matter. From vocational training to IT, from business to emerging technologies, ESOFT is shaping the workforce that drives national progress. Our global footprint is growing. From Bangkok to Singapore, ESOFT International leads collaborative models in higher education. Through transnational education, we're sharing Sri Lanka's academic excellence with the world. Through Skill Global, based in the UK, we take our homegrown content to the world, delivering micro skills and role-based learning via distance education. ESOFT is breaking barriers and reaching learners beyond borders. From a proud Sri Lankan foundation to a global stage, from classrooms to boardrooms, from skills to innovation, this is not just education, it is transformation. ESOFT is building the future for Sri Lanka and for the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, this institution began its remarkable journey over 25 years ago as ESOFT, pioneering education provider that soon became a household name for quality higher education and professional training in Sri Lanka. Through dedication, innovation, and an unwavering commitment to academic excellence, ESOFT nurtured thousands of students, equipping them with the skills and confidence to excel both locally and globally. Building on this legacy, ESOFT has now transformed into ESU, ESOFT Uni. This transformation is not merely a change in name, but a milestone that elevates the institution into a fully fledged university.
And with this change comes expanded opportunities, a wider range of undergraduate and postgraduate programs, enhanced research avenues, stronger international partnerships, and a student experience that meets the highest global standards. And for our students, this journey means more than just education. It means belonging to a university that carries a legacy of over 2.5 decades, now strengthened with the prestige and credibility of university recognition. Every graduate here today is a living example of that progress and transformation. This convocation is not just a celebration of individual success, but also of the journey of ESOFT to ESU, ESOFT Uni, marking 25 plus years of growth, excellence, and impact.
And having said that, we now invite a personality who currently functions as the Pro Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni Colombo, and also is Senior Visiting Lecturer at the Faculty of Management and Finance and Faculty of Graduate Studies, University of Colombo. He has obtained his first degrees in Business Administration from University of Colombo, Masters in Business Administration, majoring International Marketing from Charles Sturt University, Australia, and PhD in Knowledge Management from the University of Newport, United Kingdom. Is cross-disciplined academic who is also specializing in subject areas of information technology and data science, and is a past finalist of the Australian Computer Society examinations. His present and the past academic work involved teaching many modules from undergraduate level to doctoral levels, with involvement in an extensive amount of research work and publications in diversified areas such as information science, human resources management, and mentoring in other areas such as marketing, customer behavior analysis, analyzing new market opportunities, and devising new market strategies.
He is currently supervising research projects of students at postgraduate diploma level to PhD level, functioning as the main research facilitator for London Metropolitan University postgraduate level programs in Sri Lanka. His research on information science, digital transformation, and market strategies has been presented in various conferences and have been published in leading journals. Further to academic pursuits, he was a sports personality who has been awarded University Colours 3 times, has captained university and provincial table tennis teams, still actively engaging in coaching table tennis, producing several national level players. He has held the position of Vice President of Table Tennis Association of Sri Lanka and holds international coaching qualifications in archery and table tennis. He also holds a level 2 coaching qualification from International Table Tennis Federation and has earned a level 1 coaching qualification from World Archery International Federation for the sport of archery. And now I'd like to invite the Pro Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, Colombo, Dr. Dilina Herath, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. So please smile. So this is your day. Professor Mahesh Edri Singh, our chief guest. Professor Sean Flynn, Dean, Guildhall School of Business and Law. Subi Darbanga, Director, Enrollment and Admissions, London Metropolitan University. Mr. Amila Bandara, Chief Operating Officer, Business Development Group, Business Development, ESOFT Uni, and my other academic colleagues. So this is a very special day for not only students, for certain personalities here. Starting with our Faisal Bonso here, his daughter is graduating today, and he would be reading out the name. So that is a coincidence maybe, and we have our chief guest, Professor Mahesh Edirisinghe, who was MBA student in our very first MBA cohort. So, and Professor Hazel Messenger here started with me in 2013 as the academic liaison tutor, and I was functioning as the dean here of business school. Our last task, she stepped down as academic liaison tutor from London Metropolitan University. I step up maybe, as the Dean of Faculty of Business and Law, ESOFT Uni. Our last task was to get all your results finalized, right? So, so we are having different designations now. So, and you, after 18 months of hard work, you are here, right? After 18 months of hard work, you are here. Let's say I don't maybe know your faces, but I know each and every one of your names. Multiply the number of assignments you did, at least it would be 16, at least. For different pathways, you have different configurations. Like for all your 18 months, whatever the assignments you did, I entered them in the university system. Personally, I did the whole mark entry for all of you guys. 400 and I think 23 MBAs here. So this is a very special thing for me as well. Right, so now you are MBAs. Now you might be thinking, okay, so I think I addressed you at the very first, your induction session as well. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk much here, but I have to give you a few messages. Now, previous speakers who were going through these undergraduate level sessions, they had a different task to motivate people to become people like you, right? You are managers, you are higher-ups, in our Dr. Hazel's world, grown-ups, right? So we have a different task. So if you are an undergraduate, you will be aspiring to become like you, right? A manager. But you are already manager. So what next? This is your golden chance to apply your knowledge. Learn to apply. So I always tell you that, you know that. You have learned a lot. Don't think that you are just someone who's holding a certificate saying MBA, right? I'm not going to tell you here, okay, there are different meanings to MBA, right? So you are a master of business administration, you have to act like one. Because learning is not going to stop at MBA. Because now there are things related to AI, people fear that they are going to lose their jobs. No. People who would not learn new things would lose their jobs. People who upskill themselves, they are not going to lose their jobs. They are going to become better. Right? I can start with a nice example. Senior Professor Mahesh Edirisinghe here. He did start his MBA when he was having a PhD. Right? The very first batch. And he never cut a single class. Now, those days, there were no online classes, physical classes. For 18 months, he did not cut a single class. He was very busy at that time as well. Right? Then I can relate to, okay, learning to apply. Right? Learning to apply. I don't know whether he can remember that. He was then became the Commission of National Inventors Commission. Right? After some time, he was telling me, okay, in English, if I'm going to translate, I am pulling this off because there were so many issues related to HR matters there at the place he was working. He was telling me, thanks to MBA, I was able to pull this thing off. Right? I was really proud. That is learning to apply. If that's not learning to apply, nothing else would be. So keep that in mind. You are MBAs now because I don't have to motivate you. Because you are already motivated, obviously that's why you are already become managers. And I can safely say, Professor Sean Flynn, actually these are your students. I think we have a set of students any university in the world would love to have as postgraduates. We are having ranging from tech entrepreneurs to cabin managers to compeers to you name it, we have it. And I think we have even a professional jazz drummer in the audience as well. Right? So that is a diverse, inclusive set of students we are having. So you should be proud of yourself, and we are really proud of you. Right? So make ourselves proud. How we are going to do that? Make sure that you are going to learn more. Don't stop learning. Right? So why Professor Mahesh was learning management? Why? Because everybody will end up managing someone. So you have mastered it. And don't stop yourself from upskilling yourself, right? I am still learning. Actually, my specialization are related to knowledge management and all that, but I ended up recently teaching artificial intelligence and database, like advanced database management to some programmers, and I taught Python to programmers as well at the end. How did I do that? Upskill yourself. Now, Professor Mahesh Edri Singh ended up as, I'm taking him as an example, sorry, as the Vice Chancellor of University of Technology in Sri Lanka. So that's a managerial job, right? That's a managerial job. Now, that is really important for you to do that. And other thing, I have to give you some unconventional advice. There's a brand called you, right? And there are so many MBAs out there. So many MBAs out there. How we are going to differentiate from them? There's a simple thing you can do. You did a very good research. Now try to get it published through your supervisors. I'm really proud to say that there are 6 research papers being presented as it is now at Open University Research Conference from our MBA students. So I think some of these students are here, and the co-authors are presenting them papers behalf of them. So that publication in your CV is going to add value to you, because that is something cannot be copied, right? Author, peer-reviewed research. So go for it. Differentiate yourself. Don't stop learning. So we are a good bunch of students, right? So make us proud. Make yourself proud as well, right? And I'm not going to take much of your time. Congratulations, everyone. So you did it. I'm not going to say you did it, we did it, right? I think Dr. Hazel Messenger here is up for a round of big applause. So please have, because she was here with us for 12 odd years, looking after people like you. Thank you very much, Dr. Hazel, for that. Thank you on behalf of ESOFT Uni. So good luck. Keep on going in the ladder upwards, right? Keep climbing your career ladder. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Congratulations again.
What an amazing address, thought-provoking address. Everybody put your hands together for Doctor. Well done. And now we move on to another very special moment. We have the pleasure of inviting a distinguished academic and researcher internationally and locally in engineering physics, specializing in lightning climatology, natural disaster management, and surge protection. He earned his BSc honors in physics 1997 and PhD in instrumentation physics in 2007 from the University of Colombo in collaboration with Uppsala University, Sweden. He also holds an MBA from the London Metropolitan University in 2016 and an LLB honors in law 2024 from the United Kingdom. He has served in many leadership roles, including Vice Chancellor of the University of Vocational Technology from 2023 to 2025 and Director General of SLIAT from 2022 to 2023.
He is currently the President of the Institute of Physics, Sri Lanka, and continues to contribute nationally to quality assurance and higher education policy. He also served on the academic staff of the University of Colombo and currently holds the position of Professor in Engineering Physics. He has published over 75 peer-reviewed papers, supervised more than 40 postgraduate research projects, and contributed to 25 inventions recognized with international awards, including gold medals in Switzerland, South Korea, and the USA. He has been recognized nationally for his research excellence, receiving the President's Award for Scientific Publication and the National Research Council Merit Award for Scientific Publication. I now have the pleasure of inviting our chief guest, Professor Mahesh Edirisinghe, to address the gathering.
Chairman of the ESOFT Metro Campus, Dr. Dayan, representatives from London Metropolitan University, Dr. Hazel Messenger and Professor Sohn and others, Professor Veranja, the Vice Chancellor, and Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Dilina Herat, and all the other academics, faculty members, distinguished invitees, proud parents and family members, and most importantly, the graduates. Good afternoon to you all. It is both a great honor and a profound personal joy for me to stand before you today as the chief guest of this prestigious convocation. As I look upon this hall filled with hopeful, ambitious, and determined graduates, I must begin with saying congratulations to all of you. This is a day that marks the end of one journey and, more importantly, the beginning of another. When we talk about the importance of convocation, personally, it is very important for you. As Dr. Dilina mentioned, today is not just special for you, it is also deeply meaningful for me as well. I had the privilege of being a member of the first ever batch of students who pursued the London Metropolitan MBA through ESOFT under Transnational Education Program in Sri Lanka. I graduated in 2016 with a merit pass, and I can still vividly recall the pride I felt on that day. Very similar, I'm sure, to what you have experienced today. To return here, not as a student, but as your chief guest, is truly humbling. It's a full circle moment that reaffirms the value of path you have taken and the potential it holds for your future. When we talk about your MBA, it is something like your personal achievement. In fact, a unique achievement. Let me take a moment to emphasize in something important. What you have achieved today is entirely your own. Your degree, your hard work, your academic success, these cannot be shared. In life, we can share material possessions, time, even opportunities, but your personal achievement and growth, that's your personal achievement, and it's your own achievement. You cannot share each other. Education is one of the most powerful forms of empowerment. It's a resource that no one can take from you, and no one else can replicate in your place. So, I urge you to wear this achievement with pride and carry it with dignity throughout your life. So all of you are graduating today by receiving this MBA qualification. So what is MBA? It is something like beyond so-called qualifications. If someone asks, why you pursue an MBA? I would respond, it is more than just a business qualification. It's a toolkit for navigating complexity. In organizations, in systems, and even in our personal lives. Whether you are a professor, a doctor, a politician, or an engineer, having an MBA adds immense value. It teaches you how to think strategically, how to manage resources, how to understand people, how to lead effectively, and most importantly, how to adapt and survive in uncertain, ever-changing environments. So talking about my journey with the MBA, I remember Dr. Dilina, who supervised my thesis, and Dr. Hazel Messenger was always behind us, pressing us, emphasizing the value of MBA with the knowledge. That is very important. So when I realized that my interest was shifting more towards administration and strategic leadership, I knew I needed the right qualification and knowledge to support this transition. That's when I turned to ESOFT and pursued my MBA. That was in somewhere in 2015 or late 2014, if I'm correct. I can tell you without hesitation, it was one of the most rewarding decisions in my life. Decided to go for an MBA with London Metropolitan University with the support of ESOFT. So when you are talking about leadership roles with an MBA, the knowledge I gained empowered me to serve in leadership roles across the education and innovation sectors in Sri Lanka. I was the Vice Chancellor of the University of Vocational Technology, one of the 22 state universities of the country. I was the Director General of the Sri Lanka Institute of Advanced Technological Education. And I was the Commissioner of Sri Lanka Inventors Commission. Each of these positions required a different leadership style, a different approach, and the ability to work within the unique challenge of South Asian culture and governance. You know what I mean. So my MBA gave me the confidence and competence to lead with purpose, even in difficult and complex scenarios. So I'm just one example. So if you want, you can reach your seniors, academic faculties, ask about many success stories. That means, and that reflects, you are going to be the future leaders of this country. You are going to be the future leaders of this world. Today you stand at the threshold of limitless possibilities. The knowledge and insight you have gained through your MBA should now be channeled towards meaningful impact, both professionally and socially. On the other hand, remember, you don't need to hold a formal title to be a leader. Leadership can happen at any level, in a department, in a project team, in a startup, in a classroom, or even in a community initiative. What matters is how you apply what you know. An MBA equips you not only with technical know-how, but also with emotional intelligence, cultural sensitivity, and the ability to choose the right leadership style for any given situation. In that context, are you a transformational leader, a servant leader, a democratic or strategic leader, and so on? Remember, your ability to identify and apply the right style will define your effectiveness. The knowledge gained through this MBA will help you to decide correctly for your future activities. When you are talking about your responsibilities to the nation and to the world, as graduates of a globally recognized MBA program, your responsibilities now extend beyond your own careers. You are now citizens with knowledge, and with that comes the duty to serve the motherland. Our country, like many others in the global south, is striving to shift from the label of a developing nation to a truly developed, inclusive, and innovative society. For that, we need entrepreneurs. We need effective strategic administrators. We need ethical business leaders and policy influencers. What does it mean? So we need people like you who can take the knowledge gained here and uplift the social, cultural, and economic fabric of Sri Lanka. You can foster an entrepreneurial mindset, create jobs, develop sustainable business models, and build resilient institutions. These are not distant dreams. With your MBA and your drive, there are real possibilities. A global outlook and rooted in local values that will drive your MBA knowledge. While the London Metropolitan University MBA has given you a global perspective, never forget your local responsibilities. You are now equipped to operate in any boardroom across the world, but you are also needed right here for this country to address the challenges our communities face. It is your generation that can build more equitable, ethical, and innovative Sri Lanka. Let me leave you with one final thought. A convocation is not the end of a story. It's merely the turning of a page. From this day onward, let every choice you make be guided by the values you have developed, the knowledge you have gained, and the passion you hold for meaningful impact. Congratulations once again to all of you. Walk forward with courage, lead with integrity, and persevere with humility. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor, for sharing your words of wisdom and your wealth of experience with all the graduates present here today.
And now I would like to invite Professor Viranja Karunaratne, Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, to declare the graduation ceremony open.
I declare the graduation of ESOFT Uni open.
And this is the moment you've all been waiting for. We move on to the conferring of degrees. The London Metropolitan University Master of Business Administration, and awarded by the Vice Chancellor ESOFT Uni, Professor Viranja Karunaratne, accompanied by the Pro Vice Chancellor ESOFT Uni Kandy, Dr. Hazel Messenger, Dr. Hiranti Ratnayaka, Senior Lecturer, BM Head Undergraduate Programs, Faculty of Business and Law, ESOFT Uni. Everybody, put your hands together and give our presentation party a round of applause.
We start off with Master of Business Administration, Colombo Branch, obtaining a distinction. Basnaika Nabyansanage, Shamali Lanka Manika Jinathisa. Madhusanka Premaratna. Obtaining merit, Taranga Nimani Vitana Rachi. Chaturya Himashmi Benuragama. Chetani Hirantika Dabare. Ruvan Atula Dehivala. Dimutu Luvan Darshana. Jayani Elvitagala. Chrismi Sanjula Fernando. Kushendri Manisha Gamage. Sandali Randika Gunatiraka. Roshan Indanil Hapuarachi. Shri Shabarisha Jagadiswaran. Cousin Eranga Joseph. Marina Infantia Joseph. Kanti Badra Manuri Kalpe. Jagat Vimala Kasivata. Dinesh Ruvendra Kodituaku. Salindri Kurukula. Haini Kavindi Panavela. RPYPR Patirana. Amandi Kanchana Pereira. Roger Niroshan Ramanathan. Lokugeshan Krishanta Roshan. MYH Salgado. Sudhira Samravira. Silvraj Sanjay. Tashidaran Sadasivam. Hashini Rangika de Silva. Mihira Jayamada Ruwanpura de Silva. Rajendram Vidyaharan. Irandi Tharishma Veerasekara. Dilini Umanga Veerasingha. Charit Veerasurya. Nipuni Chaturika Veerasurya. Pilmi Vikramasingha. Hasit Taruka Vijay Singha. Sashika Chaturangani Vitharana. Kasum Chandika Vijay Ratna. Obtaining a pass, Lakmal Dilruk Abed Chandra. Kankanamge Prabhuddhi Nivantika Alavata. Muhammad Sharfaz Amir. Veera Singha Jasmine Champa. Nishini Virandhya Dias. Amila Prasad Edri Singha. Arundhati Subodhini Egudavatta. Niluka Fernando. Channa Sanjeeva Gunatilaka. Muhammad Rizan Hussain. Chamara Indrajit. Ashani Jayavardhana. Dimindu Shankar Jayavardhana. Sarvana Vignesh Kitnasamy. Mahesh Buddhika Kularatna. Nimani Kularatna. Batipalagi Don Ashan Lakmal. Hasanti Lakmali. Iranga Lakshita. Nufail Ahmed Lantra. Kasun Madhava. Prabodha Madhushan. Nilakshi Madhushini. Sidasin Manchanayaka. Anila Indidunu Mapalagama.
Also from the Colombo branch, Vidanarage Shihan Peter Dimel. Nagahawata Arachilage Kovida Kasun Nagahawata. Alankarage Upali Nandasiri. Agilan Niroshani. Samaravira Padabandigi Madara Nishani. Isuranga Ayesh Pandita. Patirage Telini Dilshani Patirage. Heva Patrinage Mohan Sesita Patirana. Shelan Aish Paris. Charit Deminta Pereira. Sagayam Anthony Prakash. Nanyakara Galhenage Kalpa Chaturanga Premachandra. Aisha Priyadarshini Premadasa. Chirat Madhava Premaratna. Samanti Priyadarshini. Vasula Pragit Rangoda. Natasha Bharati Rasaya. Muhammad Sameem Muhammad Sadiq. Gallanage Shaminda Senadira. Hondamuni Chandra De Silva. Potobitige Nilanta De Silva. Let's put our hands together and give all of them a round of applause. And thank you very much, our presentation party. To continue with the conferring of degrees, the Master of Business Administration, awarded by the Pro-Vice Chancellor ESOF Uni Colombo, Dr. Dilina Herath, accompanied by Ms. Dilini Edrisina, accompanied by Ms. Dilini Edrisingha, Lecturer BM, Head of Postgraduate Programs, and Mr. Dimutu Thambitage, General Manager, Central Region, ESOF Uni Kandy. Let's put our hands together and give them a round of applause. From Colombo, Yakupiti Pubudu Nuan Dilshan Silva. Tissa Hamulalage Shamila Dayan Sirivardhana. Vishwa Stainwall. Saktidasan Subangan. Varnakula Surya Supun Madhushanka Tisera. Devagedara Mudyansalage Mandusha Latmali Vimukti. Ranasinga Ranavalagi Oshada Vinod. Rishani Neshara Varnakula. Tarukshi Punsara Vijay Singha. Muhammad Nabil Yaqub.
Shashika Priyanta. Moving on to the girl branch, obtaining merits, Nanayakara Vidhana Nimesha Hansini. Sachit Samdeepa Hettiarachi. Samudra Kaushalya. Mahahettige Sakun Kavindu. Sipun Taraka Ketpearachi. Gihan Lakshita Gamage. Anushkalhara Patirana. Sachit Ishara Samrasekara. Bimala Gunasekara Gayani Sewandi. Oshani Tilangani. Damit Udayananda. Obtaining a pass, Shashika Supun Chandra. Tilini Ishar Godage. Muhammad Abdul Qadir Fatima Hashira. Roshan Sujiba Jailat. Tanushi Anuradhi Jairatna. Sinudu Sampat Jaitunga. Ragam Pitamarage Venera Kitmal. Shaminder Rasika Kumara. Kanishka D. Dilanarol. Nanyakara Netta Singhage Ravindu Madhugit. Muhammadul Maki. Ahmed Vejhi Mohammad Miran. Ishani Shrikanta Nanyakara. Madhavi Asinsala Sapatantri. Moving on to the Gampaha branch, obtaining merits, Anjali Nilmini Abu Vikrama. Dinitya Shanidi Alvis. Kumudu Kumari Alvis. Niresha Galantika Daniel. Natmali Sadashini Das. Hashini Vimansika Dunumalage. EKAK Idrisuria. Dulmini Charuka Gunaratna. Ravindu Dhananjaya Gunavardhana. Jacinta Chandinahettige. Tushari Dilrukshi Hevagama. Arundi Guda Gamage Jivani Ishara. Grishma Prabhashwari Jaishan, Tilani Viranjala Jayasurya, Sudhira Sasmit Jayavardhana, Rajit Lahiro Karunaratna, K.K. Kasan Karunaratna, HRPA Kavinder, Shri Didulanka Koskola, Don Roshan Prasangika Kumarapeli, Mala Sajivani Patinayaka, Tanika Hasani Pereira, Vijay Surya Arachige Aruna Prabhat, RSC Nuwan Ramanayaka, Mohandiramge Niranka Nipuna Ranasingha, Sajana Sanjit Rupasiri, HAS Sampath, Samudra Sandhyani, Vinod Satsara, Ambalangodaliyanige Ilani Kaushala de Silva, Pragaladhan Sivanyana Sundaram, HM Niluksha Suranga, Sammani Vaninayaka, Priyanjit Veerakkodi, Varani Dias Vijay Singha, obtaining a pass, Chaturanga Abhivardhana,
Kavya Sanduru Cabral, Nuwan Madhusanka Chandradasa, Jayaman Muhutige Dona Manoji Dilusha, Rumini Danapali Disanayaka, Priyankara Fernando, Nuwan Priyashanta Fernando, Nilmani N. Fernando, Nuran Taranga Gamage, Aruma Nayagam Rajit Krishanta Jnanasekaram. Noel Ramesh Das Kunavardhana. Patrunalage Tushari Nisansala Gunaratna. Hettiarachige Pyumika Anjali Hettiarachi. Let's put our hands together and give all of them another round of applause. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Our presentation party. We continue with the conferring of degrees, Master of Business Administration, awarded by Emeritus Professor Anoma Abeyaratne, Dean, Faculty of Business and Law, ESOFT Uni, accompanied by Ms. Sachini Nagawat, the Chief Operating Officer, ESOFT Metro Campus, and Ms. Menaka Alavata, Assistant General Manager, Gold Branch. Yet with the Gampaha branch, Romaine Geraldine Holsinger. R.A.P.K. Jaratna. Umesha Dinushi Prasanga Ranatungalianage. Mallava Arachige Tilina Daya Madhushanka. Mallavarachi Dona Kitmini Induja Mallavarachi. Milroy Mutugalage. Fatima Azma Nizam. Geet Chaturanga Palevala. HMDSK Parnagama. Nishamali Kumari Paturana. Ishara Sanjeevani Pereira. Linage Moshada Pereira. ULSM Pereira. Ishani Surangika Ranatunga. Subhasinga Mudyansalagi Nadika Samaratunga. Vasala Mudyansalagi Samira Sandurwan Vasala. Dasanayaka Mudyansalagi Mohammed Shakir. Ganepola Arachige Dilsha Shavitri. Ravindran Ravina Sehani.
Gayatri De Silva. Harsha Nalin De Silva. Nelu Shehani Vishoda De Silva. Supun Priyasanka Jayashri Silva. Ishan Chamila Kumarokala. Pragit Madhuranga Pereira Vanika Surya. Isuri Dineshi Veerasinghe. Harsha Indanil Vijayavardhana. Samantha Vitanarachi. Moving on to the Jaffna branch, obtaining merits, Govinda Pillai, Sivaradhan. Satkunaraja Darshan. Belpillai Bhaskaran. Obtaining passes, Alfred Sasi Kumar. Brian Anushan. Muhammad Aliyar Akram. Tajulan Danushan. Dhanabala Singham Tushtantan. Vishwanathan Shamini. Moving on to the Candy branch, obtaining merits, Mahmoud Zinatul Amina. Gayan Aryaratna. Chaturanga Madhushan Basnayaka. Padmapriya Dinesh Kumar. Richway Carolyn Dishalin. Disanayaka Lienage Don Indra Disanayaka. Imalka Idris Singha. Vindhya Madhumali Ekanayaka. Diniti Tarushi Elikavela. Farooq Dean Muhammad Fazil. Thomas Lage Sachini Hitakshika. Isuru Jairuk. Dimesha Chaturangani Jayasekara. Meryl John.
Varshikun Mudyansalagi Niluka Kumari Karunaratna. Kaurupitya Mudyansalagi Shyamali Vishaka Kaurupitya. Sharon Kingsley. Namasivayam Kirtika. Taruka Tatsarani Lianarachi. Hanifa Nizwar. Shankar Nitya Kalyani. Melinda Pereira. Merinage John Umesha Madhushani Pereira. Solanga Arachige Gauri Danushka Kumari Pereira. A.C. Prasilda. Shahan Chatumal Priyashanta. Harsha Madhujit Punchhevage. Kasinathan Ramesh Kumar. Ranavira Hevage Gihan Lakmal Ranavira. Muhammad Uwais Muhammad Rashid. Weldon Rohana Dinesh Ruantilaka. Kusal Samarakon. Palita Pradeep Samaranayaka. Hamudita Deshan Samarasingha. Sitambaram Pillai Sappani. Sakviti Senadira. Sunit Sohan Sigera. Madhushika Lakmali Sugatnyana. Niranjala Udayakumari. Ranga Chamara Virasingha. Vikramage Dambika Pradeep Dharmasiri Vikramasinghe. Lakshani Isuruni Vidanagamage. Obtaining a pass, Fatima Zainab Safir Ahmed. Mohammed Hussein Ruski Ahmed. Loku Balasurya Ge Dona Purnima Hansini Balasurya. Bandara Tenne Vasanta Tilaka Vijayaratna Bandara. Nadishani Bastions. Let's put our hands together and give all of them another round of applause. Congratulations, and thank you very much, our presentation party. We continue with the conferring of the Master of Business Administration, awarded by Professor Sean Flynn, Dean of the Schools of Business, Law and the Built Environment, London Metropolitan University, accompanied by Dr. Yamuna Navaratna, Head of Academic Affairs and Compliance, Kandy, and Mr. Damit Patirana, Center Manager, Mathura. Let's put our hands together and give them too a round of applause.
We continue with the Candy branch, obtaining passes. Lorena Michelle Cotlin. Ravini Imalka Ekanaka. Roshani Madhurika Fernando. Dulanji Supekshila Nanaratna. Mohammed Dilshad Imtiaz Hamid. Priyanta Kumara. Chanaka Lakruan. Somali Vinodani Lanka. Chetana Lumbini Lienage. Jamaika Madhwanti. Ganapati Mohan Kumar. Shamin Akhtar Mukta. Mahesh Rasika Bandara Neelavatra. Mohammed Kamil Noora. Danushka Prasanna Patirana. Roshan Tanuj Michael Perpola. Laura Cynthia Philip. Sudarshi Pushpakumari. Sasika Chamini Rajapaksa. Tushari Ratnayaka. RKGPM Ratinder. Sellapulige Sabu Viswajit Rosa. Muhammad Shakir Muhammad Rumi. Vijayakon Mudyansalage Priyankara Sandaruan. K. Silverani. Muhammad Ramiz Muhammad Shariz. Muhammad Faiz Fatima Shazra. Chatara Taranga. Priyangika Tennakon. Chintaka Saranga Tilakaratna. Tekla Kumari Vanasingha. Ruwantika Veeraratna. Shiromi Anuradhi Validenia. Dhananjay Sudarshan Bandara. Shamila Anuruddha Bandara Vijay Kon. Singapuri Rananage Chaturangani Shamika Vijay Singha. Yapa Mudyansalage Jayani Dyangani Yapa. Moving on to the Kurunagala branch, obtaining merits. H.R. Sudesh Chamakati Alvis. B.P. Aryaratna. Jaisin Mudyansalage Sumedha Jana Bandara. Malit Nirmal Kure. Dilini Rasika Dasanaka. Lakshani Ayeshika Dharmadasa. Jasindra Hiratma Dhyansalage Vimal Disana. Chamne Sandarwan Ekanaika. HMDH Ekanaika. Herat Mudyansalagi Bimali Prabodhini Herat. Herat Mudyansalagi Irani Dilrukshi Herat. Ganepalarachige Prasanna Indrajit. Jayasekara Mudalige Don Nilanta Roshan Jayasekara. Jayasingha Mudyansanage Chaminda Ashoka Jayasingha.
Indrajit Poteganda. Buddhika Sanjeeva Ranasinghe. Vidushika Samali. Vidana Patrinlagi Sugat Satyasinghe. Sharika Imali de Silva. Well, I would like to say thank you to Dr. Dan Rajapaksa for giving me this opportunity. It's a milestone in my journey as a compeer to read my daughter's name. She's obtaining her Master of Business Administration from the London Metropolitan University, Zinat Bongzo.
Obtaining a pass, Danushka Priyadarshini Dayananda. Hirani Kalyanya Fernando. Vidura Nuwan Priya Haputantri. Herat Mudyansalage Anuradhika Yashodhara Kumari Herat.
Nadish Ilukumara. Narmada Amodini Javardhana. Yasodhara Jean. Nishal Navodya Kobbivina. SD SK Kumara. Deshan Tarusha Padmendra, Anuruddha Rajapaksa, CPMSS Ranatunga, Manikpura Gedara Madhushani Rupa Singha, Samarakon Vidyansalage Rumesh Janta Bandara Samarakon, Vimukti Bandara Silagama, Chaturika Madhuvanti de Selva, Ranavira Sekara Bhamanu Mudyasantalage Prasad Suchantaka, Ranava Herat Mudyansilagi Dinusha Erandika Udangamwa, Hadru Singhage Prabhat Chandana Veerasingha, Chatura Sulalita Valivita, HPMS Vikrama Singha, and from the Mathura branch, obtaining a distinction, Valihinda Badalge Nadi Samira Gunaratna. And obtaining merit passes from the Mathura branch, Dodampa Gamage Pubudu Priyadarshini Abe Gunavardhana. Devmini Deepashika Amarasingha. Sahan Kanishka Ekanayaka. Chamika Jivanti Madrasingha. Buddhika Nuwan Sandakalum Ranatunga. Also obtaining a merit pass, Mathurage Prabhash Amila Sandarwan. Let's put our hands together and give all of them a round of applause. Thank you very much, our presentation party. We now move on to the Master of Business Administration, Master of Business Administration in Finance, Master of Business Administration in Financial Technology, Master of Business Administration in Hospitality Management, Master of Business Administration in Human Resource Management, Master of Business Administration in Marketing, and Master of Business Administration in Travel and Tourism Management, awarded by Mrs. Subhashini Darbanga, Director of Admissions and Enrollment, Student Recruitment and Business Development, London Metropolitan University, accompanied by the Dean, Faculty of Computing, Dr. Tilak Chamindra, and Mr. Lasita Ranavaka, Head of Academic Affairs and Compliance, Lecturer IT, Kurunagala Branch. Let's put our hands together and give them a round of applause.
We continue with the Mathura branch, obtaining a merit pass. Binari. We continue with Ruwanti. Tarindu Jamak Jayantha. Sukwat Jalatke Ashan Devinda. Supun Dilanga. Moving on to the Candy branch now. Lloyd Marshall Fernando. Samira Iranga Paranagama. Moving on to the Matara branch, Krishan Madhuranga Ipitagama Lianarachi. Rajapaksha Rachige Don Harsha Priyankari Rajapaksha. Don Charana Ratnaika. Pili Kumburage Suranga Sampat. Muhammad Safran Tahirin. Balasurya Rachrage Chamindu Ishan Tirakaratna. Kalum Nishanta Padamestrige. We now move on to Master of Business Administration in Finance. Obtaining a merit pass, Hettige Hansikai Shani Bodhidasa. Ruchira Taraka Pereira. Obtaining a pass, Virasi Banda. Dasanayaka Arachulage Hasani Chaturika. Don Kuruplara Chilage Ranga Pradeep Disanayaka. B.H. Hendeneva. Dinesh Aravinda Samratunga. Sachitanavan Satya. Dhananjaya Pereira Vijay Vikrama. Moving on to the Gampaha branch, obtaining a distinction. Railway Don Francisco Kanchana Nirupamala. Obtaining a merit, Madhusha Panchini Pereira. S.R.K. Tirakaratna. Janani Chaturani Manetri. Moving on to the Candy branch, obtaining merit passes. Disanayaka Madhyansanagi Rubini Madhuvanti Disanayaka. Delegate Pushpa Kumara. Moving on to the Kurunagala branch, obtaining a merit pass. Dhammika Sudesh Kumara. Obtaining a pass. DGS Karalgoda. Now move on to Master of Business Administration in Financial Technology from the Colombo branch, obtaining merit passes. Sachintani Niranda Abesekara. Ranganathan Prabhaharan Jasodan. Marini Rashinka Miral. Rochelle Shanaz Shoaib. Mas Rehana Uwais. Obtaining a pass, Reza Mohammed Lebbe. Brinian Selvraj. Moving on to the Candy branch, obtaining a pass, Rasika Gardheva. And from the Colombo branch, Kotagetara Lianage Dinesh Jerome Pereira. Moving on to Master of Business Administration in Hospitality Management from the Colombo branch, obtaining a merit, L.A.G. Fernando. Barbaculasuria Sonali Nilupama Fernando. Suresh Lakmal Fernando, obtaining a pass. Lahiru Nirmal Rodrigo. From the Candy branch, obtaining a merit pass, Janaka Jivaka Bandaranayaka. Mantika Samindina Kandavila. NMNP Navaratna. Moving on to Master of Business Administration and Human Resource Management from the Candy branch, obtaining a merit pass, K. Krishanthani. From the Colombo branch, Ekanaka Mudyansarage, New Mini Kalam Kumari Ekanaka.
Also obtaining a merit pass, Dilshad Banu Muhammad Mohideen. Rushini Bihara Seniviratna. Dilki Romain Minucci de Silva. Kovalan Sivabala Sundaram. Vani Arachige Pushpanjali Vani Arachi, also a merit pass. And a pass, Dushanta Samar Singha. Vikram Ratna Patira Kanka Namgi Ishara Se Wandi. Vinoshini Skenoma. Yohani Tatsarani. Ishani Imesha Vijay Surya. HMPC Herat. Eugenie Johnson. And moving on to the Master of Business Administration in Marketing, obtaining a merit from the Colombo branch, Mohammed Dilshad. Hetiara Chige Tisari Pavanti Pereira. Also obtaining a merit, Pandula Piomal. And a path Virakodi Lakshita Madhushan Pereira. Thambi Raja Shinturan. SMRI Subhasingha. Aroshana Indrajit Vidanage. Boghavat together Chaminda Gayan Boghavata. And moving on to the Master of Business Administration in Travel and Tourism Management from Colombo, Madhuma Apuhamilage Eshani Amandi Madhumage, merit pass. Also Muhammad Abu Saadi Hazam Muhammad. A merit pass also for Savindi Udani de Silva. And passes Bhagya Madhubashini Appuhami. Ramya Arumuga. Kamakshi Dihara. Sharon Anushki Ferdinandez. Vilegoda Mudalige Charit Lakshan Madhushankar. Marian Rukshan Dinesh Navaratna Raja. Let's put our hands together and give all of them another round of applause. Congratulations to all of you. And thank you very much, our presentation party. And now we have great pleasure in inviting a leading figure in education and IT, founded ESOFT in 2000 and currently serves as the chairman and managing director of ESOFT Group of Companies. In addition to his leadership role, he actively lectures in programs at undergraduate and postgraduate level. His educational journey began at Malideva College, Kurunegala, followed by an MBBS from the University of Colombo. However, his passion for IT and teaching started after he finished the BCS professional examinations even before entering medical college. Also holds a postgraduate diploma in advanced software engineering from the University of Westminster, UK, an MBA from the London Metropolitan University, UK, and an honorary fellowship from Kingston University.
Currently, he is reading for his Doctor of Business Administration at the University of Colombo, and he has received numerous other accolades, including the Entrepreneur of the Year Award in 2021. Beyond ESOFT, he has been the president of the Computer Society of Sri Lanka in 2015 and 2016, and during this time, he also served as the president of the Southeast Asia Regional Computer Confederation and currently serves as president of the Sri Lanka Association of Non-State Higher Education Institutes and chairman at Federation of Information Technology Industry, Sri Lanka. And now I have the pleasure of inviting Chairman, Group Managing Director, ESOFT Group of Companies, Dr. Dayan Rajapaksha, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Very good evening to all of you. Professor Mahesh Shedrasinghe, chief guest for this session, my good friend. Actually, both of us were in the same MBA batch, London Met first batch. So we studied together for some time. Professor Viranja Karunaratne, Vice Chancellor. Professor Flynn from London Metropolitan University. Pro-Vice Chancellors, heads of the faculties, deans, other management leadership team, branch managers, academics, graduates, parents, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me apologize for not being able to actually be here at the time of the starting of the ceremony. I had another meeting to attend. These days I'm serving in so many voluntary work, including heading the Non-State University Association, Federation of Information Technology and Industry, and on top of that there is also Prime Minister's Task Force on Digital Transformation of Education. So there is so much of meetings on and off. However, this is not the ideal time for a speech, but let me share a few thoughts about an MBA, how it could help, how it should help for you to further uplift your careers. I know all of you, and by the time you come to this MBA, you are already, leaders. You already have embarked on good careers, and you are actually coming here with an ambition of further developing yourself. So if somebody asks you, will an MBA give you more knowledge? What is your answer? I would probably say an MBA will not give you any more knowledge. Right? Today, actually, knowledge, information, facts about any management practice or anything can be at your fingertips. Especially now with the ChatGPT 5.0, right? I don't think you will have any issue with getting this knowledge. Then what is the reason that why you want to do an MBA? How should it help you? I think it will help you in few ways. One is basically, most of us actually go into comfort zones in our lives, right? After some time, especially when you have had an early career success, right? You really don't want to do anything more. Especially you don't want to again turn your books or do any assignments or anything. So if this MBA has, triggered your learning journey in some way, I think this MBA has done some justice for you. For example, doing coursework, meeting deadlines, and doing research. Now you're supposed to do a research. This is actually MBA with a research, not just an MBA. So therefore, some of us who have forgotten about, doing research, how to do research, right? Especially that Dr. Dilanas, the famous research onion, right? Right. So basically, if you have got these things sparked in your head again, okay, we have done something, because that's one of the objectives, right? That is one of the objectives. So make you learn, or make you again put back into track of the journey of learning, because this should not end. All of you agree with that. Second thing is actually, if you felt that you are leaders and you need to act in leadership, act as leaders in your organizations. I think this has a module with leadership. Right? So this has really sparked you, okay, we need to be leaders. You can't wait till others do it. You need to actually take those opportunities. That is another objective. I think Professor Mahesh, having completed the MBA, I was not there actually. I regret that I was not there to listen to his speech. But I think he took up a number of leadership positions, having completed the MBA. For example, Director General of STEAT, and then Vice Chancellor of Vocational University. So, and also his all leadership work in the promoting innovations. So this is another objective. Actually, when I finished my MBA with the London Met, I had a few goals. Because I'm an entrepreneur, I'm not academic like Professor Mahesh, right? Of course, I have played academic role also on and off, but I'm an entrepreneur, so I wanted actually, I had few goals. Okay, having done an MBA, okay, what I'm going to do with this MBA? I decided I must actually make my company. It was just a company, single company those days. We had a technology company. I want to make it a group of companies. So I decided that I need to not stop with one enterprise. I want to make a group of enterprise. Not all of them are very successful, but that I had the determination to make it into a group. So at least now I have a title, group chairman, now group managing director. Some of those businesses still are yet to flourish, right? So, but I'm patient. I will continue to work on those. So that's one goal. Second goal was actually I wanted to take my successful business model to other countries, right? So I wanted to be a global businessman, not just a local businessman. So that's the second thing I decided. So working on that, we went into Bangladesh. I invested about $250,000 and burnt it out because our partners played us out. But we didn't stop that journey from there. Now we are doing a successful operation in Bangkok. We are running the same MBA program as well as some business degree programs in Bangkok. So we are now have embarked on a global journey. So that's another determination that I had, right? And the last one is to, now I got the MBA, so I'm also heading an institution. I already had the title doctor. A lot of people thought that I have a PhD, right? But anyway, I didn't want to stop with that. Just, let them assume that I have a PhD or a doctorate. But I now continued my educational journey to get a DBA from University of Colombo. I didn't want to do that in my own institution because we have Kingston PhD programs in our own institution. I would have done it relatively easy, right? But I didn't think that the people will not accept it in my own institution if I get a PhD from Kingston University. So that's why I went back to the university where I got my first degree, that is University of Colombo, to do a DBA from a state university. Right? So that's the third. So therefore, I think basically this MBA should have again, as I told you, triggered your journey of learning. And also, if you set some goals in life to transform your organizations, bring some change to wherever you are working, or maybe to start, I don't know whether it is too late or not, but start your own entrepreneurial journey, become entrepreneurs. Because you have got sufficient wealth of experience to do so. So therefore, if this MBA triggered that, that is our expectation, and that is what we want. So this once Peter Drucker said, the entrepreneur always searches for change and responds to it and exploits it as an opportunity. Earlier session, actually, Mr. Mano Sekaram was here, who was the founder of 99X Technologies. He was a global businessman. He said, you have to be a game changer. So what is the secret behind the game changer? I mean, if you want to be a game changer, you need to have entrepreneurial mindset. Entrepreneurial mindset is the one that will give you the risk-taking mindset, ready to take challenges, ready to look for problems, ready to grab your opportunities, resilience, adaptability. That is your entrepreneurial mindset. So don't think that the entrepreneurial mindset is needed only to go out and start your own business ventures. No. You can be entrepreneurial in your own organization. Right? You can be entrepreneurial in your own organization. That is, you call it entrepreneur. You can do that. So somebody who's, bring change to your organization by complying with maybe ISO certification to improve your processes and workflow, that is entrepreneurial, which was not there in your company. You bring change. That is the entrepreneurial mindset. So somebody might think, okay, if we had to have a company, either I had to work for a company or I had to have my own company to be entrepreneurial. No, you can be entrepreneurial in your personal life also. For example, if a broken, tap is also fixed by yourself at house, that is also being entrepreneurial, right? So therefore, you need to really, grab this opportunity. If you really want to get the maximum benefit out of this MBA to boost your careers, right? From today on, change your mindset. It's just a mindset change, nothing else. Try to be entrepreneurial. You will have a very, very big reward for what you have invested. Your time and your hard-earned money has been invested on this qualification. So try to be entrepreneurial. What is important about this is not the title what you get, what you really do with it. So I wish you all the very best to bring change to respective wherever you are working, respective organization, because you need a lot of game changers for this country. Thank you. Have a pleasant evening.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for your words of inspiration and encouragement to all the graduates. We now have the pleasure of inviting the Dean of two schools at London Metropolitan University, the Guildhall School of Business and Law, and the newly founded School of the Built Environment, and a member of the university's senior leadership team, a professor of enterprise and innovation. He brings more than 25 years of experience in higher education, construction, engineering, and international business.
And throughout his career, he has been passionate about creating opportunities for students to succeed. At London Met, he has overseen the launch of new programs in engineering, surveying, construction, and real estate, designed to prepare graduates for industries that are shaping the future. He has a deep interest in sustainability and how education can address the challenges of our time. And I'd like to invite Professor Sean Flynn, representative of the London Metropolitan University, to address the gathering.
That's a long walk, isn't it, on a very long red carpet. Well done, everyone. So good afternoon. Distinguished guests, dedicated faculty, proud families and friends, and most importantly, graduates of 2025. I'll let you into a secret. When you're in my position, you often stand on a stage and you have to shake a lot of hands, hundreds of hands. And I set myself a challenge. The challenge I set myself is pretty simple. I'm determined by the time they arrive at me to shake my hand, they have a big smile on their face. And today, I would say 75%, as they started to walk across that long red carpet, already had a smile as wide as the ocean. It was fantastic. A few people took 2 or 3 steps and then broke into a smile. Very few of you, but some of you did try, very few of you made it all the way across without having a smile on your face. And as I reached my hand out and I shared my smile with those who still have their executive face on, every one of you broke into a smile. And that says a lot. That says there was an absolute sea of joy walking across this stage. People who were really proud of what they've done, and I'm sure of what they're about to do. I guess when I see you walking across that stage and sat here in front of me, I think, I've got a host of ESOFT and London Met MBA students in front of me. What can I possibly tell you that you don't already know? But I'll tell you what, I'll have a go and maybe reflect a little bit personally with regards to what I'm about to talk about and how it might maybe impact, maybe influence the way you leave this hall today and the way you go about your business in the wider world. I have 4 daughters. 3 are already through university. 1 is in her 2nd year at the moment. I have 4 daughters. I have an empty bank account because I have 4 daughters. However, watching them on their own journey has really reminded me just how powerful education really is, and how education doesn't just change one individual's life. It can change, it can impact whole families, whole communities, whole nations, and the world. So, as you all sat here today and you're about to walk out of here as MBA graduates, know this. This is the beginning of the journey. You are beginning something that will influence people for generations to come. I'm sure in front of us here today we have disruptors, we have innovators, we maybe even have some teachers or teachers of the future. I really, really hope we have a room full of lifelong learners. Never stop asking questions. Never stop inquiring, never stop challenging. Really, really important. It will get you places. Don't just stick with the status quo. Okay? Think about how you can change things for the better. As someone once said to me, wisdom can eventually arrive, but usually it's been quite a rocky road to gather that wisdom. Often it comes from experience, but it always comes from making mistakes and learning from those mistakes. That's how you get wisdom. So don't be afraid of taking chances. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. We all make mistakes, but when you make mistakes, recognize them and ask for help. That's also wisdom. Okay, so we all know there's been months and years of preparation to get you here today. Lectures, exams, assignments, presentations, the lot. You've been through it all, and you've made it. And a philosopher once said that only the educated are free. So what does that mean? Well, education has given each and every one of you the freedom to think critically, to choose wisely, and to shape your own paths. And that freedom is what will carry you forward today. Each of you, I'm sure, has traveled a very, very different road to get here today. I'm sure lots of you have balanced demanding jobs. Lots of you have been caring for families. I know there are children and family members in the audience. And many of you will have stepped outside of familiar environments, maybe back into higher education after a break, maybe into higher education for the first time, who knows. But now here, You stand or sit, but you'll stand soon. You stand transformed. Not only as graduates, but also as an individual who we really hope has a broader vision of maybe who you now are and maybe who you'd like to be in the future. Now, your studies, whilst you all have an MBA, have really sort of spread across quite a wide range of disciplines. We've got MBA Pure, we've got finance, fintech, hospitality, human resources, marketing, travel and tourism. Wow. Each and every one of those programs will have prepared you to lead with strategic oversight, with responsibility, and also ultimately with impact. We are convinced that we have a room of people here who are equipped to build organizations that will shape economies and improve lives. You have trained to work in industries that will connect the world. You're about to go into a world that's being shaped ever more by technology and technological change. So all of you are going to have to be agile. You're going to have to be adaptable. You're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone. You're going to have to step outside of your silos. Employers want people who can multitask, who have got a range of knowledge, but who've got a very wide skill set which allows them to transfer that knowledge from maybe one sector to another. So having developed this global mindset, this professional edge, and this resilience, which we're sure will guide you through every challenge ahead, maybe reflect a bit about the institutions you've studied with. ESOFT University and London Metropolitan University. Two universities with bold missions to make higher education accessible, inclusive, and transformative. That word transformative is key. We are universities who are committed to opportunity, to diversity, and to changing lives. And today, as graduates of London Met and ESOFT University, each and every one of you is living proof that that mission is in action and is working. Let's also take a minute to pause and think about those who've helped you get where you are today. Your lecturers, your tutors, your mentors, the administrators and the support teams who work tirelessly behind the scenes to get you here. And perhaps above all, your families and loved ones, who I am sure have made some great sacrifices so that you are sat here about to embark on this fantastic journey. So I'd like you to maybe remember four things, or take four things away. I would like you all to be bold. I'd like you to take that leap. Apply for that opportunity. Launch that idea, maybe no matter how crazy it sounds. Sometimes the best ideas are the craziest ideas, and they change the world. You're ready. You are all ready. Be kind. Kindness is not a weakness. Kindness is a strength. You should all lift others as you rise. Believe me when I say relationships will take you further than any job title. Be ethical. Whatever field you're in, whatever field you end up in, be ethical. Because the world needs not just skilled professionals, but ethical practitioners. People who lead with integrity, who make decisions with fairness, and who balance ambition with responsibility to people, to communities, and to the planet. And be proud. You are graduates of London Met and of ESOFT University. You carry with you a story of ambition, of perseverance, and of achievement. Michelle Obama said, success isn't about how much money you make. It's about the difference you make in people's lives. So, class of 2025, this is your moment. Be proud, feel joy. You're not just ready for the world. We all here hope you're going to shape the world. Well, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor. And now with that, we move on to the conferring of special awards. The high achievers of the program branch-wise, top performers of the program branch-wise overall, top performers of the program specialization, and the most outstanding performers of the program overall. I'd like to invite our presentation party, our chief guest, Professor Mahesh Edrisinghe, Senior Lecturer, Department of Physics, University of Colombo, Dr. Diane Rajapaksa, Chairman, Group Managing Director, ESOP Group of Companies, Professor Sean Lynn, Dean of the Schools of Business, Law and Built Environment, London Metropolitan University, Professor Vairanja Karnarata, Vice Chancellor, ESOP Uni, and Ms. Sachini Nagahawata, Chief Operating Officer, ESOP Metro Campus. Everybody put your hands together and give them a round of applause.
We now move on to the top performer of the program, branch-wise. Starting off with Master of Business Administration, General. From the Colombo branch, 2024 February cohort, Vasula Pradeep Rangoda.
And from Kandy, 2024 February cohort, Mahmoud Zainatul Amina.
And from Kandy, 2023 September cohort, Mohammed Ramiz Mohammed Shariz.
From the Kurunegala branch, 2024 February cohort, Sanjita Dilan Rajapaksa is not present here today. Moving on to the Kurunegala branch again, 2023 September cohort is Nadish Ilukumbara.
Moving on to the Matara branch, 2024 February cohort, Devmini Dibashika Amarasinghe.
And moving on to the Gaul branch, 2024 February cohort is Halpita Pathalage Don Samudra Kaushalya.
And from the Gaul branch, 2023 September cohort, Mohammed Abdul Qadir Fatima Hashira.
And coming up next is the Master of Business Administration Finance from the Gampaha branch, 2024 February cohort is Don Francisco Kanchana Nirupamala.
From the Gampaha branch, 2023 September cohort, Madhusha Panchini Pereira.
And moving on to the Master of Business Administration, FinTech, from the Colombo branch, 2023 September cohort is Sachintani Niranda Abesekara.
We now move on to the most outstanding performer of the program overall.
And the most outstanding performer of the program overall in Master of Business Administration, Human Resource Management. From the Kandy branch, 2024 February cohort is K. Krishantini. Everybody put your hands together and give all of them yet another round of applause. Our heartiest congratulations. We'd like to thank Professor Sean Flynn. You may take your seat, and the rest of the presentation part we'd like you to stay on, please, as we now move on to the presentation of a token of appreciation to our chief guest, Professor Mahesh Edrisinghe. This is our way of saying a big thank you for being our chief guest and sharing your valued thoughts with all our graduates. Everybody, put your hands together for our chief guest.
Once again, thank you very much. And now we'd like to invite the most outstanding performer of the program overall, Master of Business Administration, Human Resource Management, Krishantini from the Kandy branch, to share a few words of gratitude.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Honorable Chief Guest, respected Chairman, Vice Chancellor, Deans, Heads of Departments, distinguished lecturers, members of the management and administrative staff of ESOFT Uni, representatives from London Metropolitan University, proud parents, families, friends, and my fellow MBA graduates. It's both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today, representing ESOFT Uni and London Metropolitan University MBA graduating class of 2024-2025 to extend the vote of thanks. This moment is not only a celebration of our academic achievements, but also a recognition of the countless people who have guided, supported, and believed in us through this journey. First and foremost, our deepest gratitude goes to the leadership of this great institution, our chairman, vice chancellor, deans, and heads of department of ESOFT Uni. Your vision, dedication, and commitment to academic excellence have created the platform that made this day possible. Your constant efforts to nurture a culture of learning, innovation, and integrity have shaped us into professionals ready to take on the world. We would also like to specially acknowledge London Metropolitan University, whose academic calibration and curriculum have enriched our MBA program. The guidance, international perspective, and global standards provided through this partnership have greatly contributed to our learning, professional growth, and readiness to face challenges in today's global business environment. To our esteemed lecturers at ESOFT Uni, Kandy, and Colombo, words will never be enough to express my appreciation. You have been more than lecturers, you have been mentors, motivators, and role models. Through your lecturers, guidance, and constructive feedback, you have not only imparted knowledge, but also fostered in us discipline, resilience, and the curiosity to keep learning. Every challenge you set before us pushed us a little further, prepared us a little better, and made us stronger than we imagined. To the management and administrative staff, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for being quite the strength behind the scenes. From organizing schedules and coordinating events to addressing our countless queries, your unwavering dedication has ensured that our academic journey was seamless, well-structured, and truly memorable. We must also take a moment to thank the people close to us, our parents, families, and friends. You celebrated our victories and lifted us through moments of doubt. You endured long nights, stress, and the sacrifices that came with our studies. Today, as we walked across this stage, we carried your love, patience, and belief in us in every step. Reflecting on our years at ESOFT Uni and London Met MBA program, we are filled with countless memories. We recall the long hours spent preparing presentations and assignments, the endless group discussions that sometimes turned into laughter-filled debates, and the friendships that blossomed in classrooms, libraries, and study groups. There were moments when deadlines seemed impossible, yet in those moments, the spirit of learning and calibration shone through. We had peers who encouraged us, a faculty who supported us, and an environment that reminded us that perseverance always pays off. This journey has transformed us. We entered these halls with curiosity and dreams. We leave today with confidence, skills, and resilience. ESOFT Uni and London Metropolitan University has taught us that education is not just about grades and certificates, but it's about growth in every dimension, personal, intellectual, and professional. To my fellow MBA graduates, today is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter. Let us carry forward the values that ESOFT Uni and London Metropolitan University have fostered in us. Let us uphold academic integrity, professionalism, and ethical responsibility. Let us not only strive for success in our careers, but also work to make meaningful contributions in our communities and society at large. May we become role models who inspire, leaders who innovate, and proud ambassadors of our alma mater wherever we go. On behalf of the proud London Met graduates, I would like to once again extend our heartfelt thanks to everyone who made this day possible, including ESOFT Uni and London Metropolitan University, our lecturers, mentors, families, and friends. Your guidance, support, encouragement have filled the foundation of our success and have prepared us for the challenges and opportunities that lies ahead. On this special day, I would like to share a timeless wisdom from Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change this world. Today, we are not only celebrating our achievements, but also embracing the responsibilities that come with them. May we take this knowledge, this experience, and this spirit and go forth to create meaningful impact, honor the faith placed in us, and make a difference in this beautiful world. Congratulations once again to my fellow MBA graduates. Remember, the future is ours to create, and the journey begins today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Krishantini. And with that, we move on to the signing of the Graduates Register, the signing of the London Metropolitan University Graduates Register. I would like to invite the Vice-Chancellor of the ESOFT Uni and representing the London Metropolitan University, Professor Sean Flynn, Dean of the Schools of Business, Law and the Built Environment, London Metropolitan University. While the silence, everybody, a round of applause.
Thank you very much. And now I'd like to invite Professor Viranja Karnaratne, Vice Chancellor, ESOFT Uni, to declare the graduation ceremony closed.
I declare the ESOFT Uni graduation closed.
Thank you very much. And may I now request everyone to please rise for the national anthem. Thank you very much, and I'd like to request everyone to please